Okay, TikTokers, this is for educational purposes. I send warnings, not invitations. I apologize for how I will say this. Do not apologize for what I say. See this little comment right here? I said little punk ass asshat piece of filth that sent it. His name is Theodoros. So Theodoros, I think I said your name right. You human piece of scum. You human piece of filth. I don't know if you might not know this, but I'm actually triracial. I'm part native, I'm part black, and I'm part white. And you and your bitch ass friends keep showing up in comments that I put on other videos that have nothing to do with native stuff at all. As in the video that this came from. You guys can go click on that and figure out why would he even go there unless he's like someone who stalks natives. The problem, Theodore, is that I'm not a full-blooded native. If you've been following me, you would know that I am triracial, that I am part native, part black, and part white, and that unlike the Pretendians, I fucking acknowledge all my fucking heritage. But you are a piece of shit. You are a straight human piece of fucking filth, and may karma shine its brightful light on you. You and every other punk-ass bitch and every other slut puppy whore that keeps coming at me in the comments with this cult data says MMIP is a Native American religious practice. It is not. I need to breathe. I am sorry. First and foremost, fuck you. Fuck you. Emily Pike's family is still grieving. Natives are still grieving. Natives in the First Nations are still grieving. Elijah Heady's parents and family are still grieving. So you can take your little comment, tip it sideways, shove it up your ass, sneeze it out your nose, and then do it once more. See, what you fail to understand is that you are using this and coming at people like me. You don't go after a full-blooded native because you're not stupid. But since you want to come after a mixed person like me, just be forewarned. You can be found. Just understand that. Because this is technically a form of harassment. You and the 7 other people that have done this shit to me. 1 woman and 5 other men other than yo bitch ass. You were cowards. You were punk bitches. And worse than that, you were the scum of the earth. And you were pieces of human filth. Not shit. Filth. You are lower than shit. Because this here is not a religious practice. People have died. Emily Pike was the latest victim, and she was fucking dismembered, you piece of fucking shit. You are a piece of shit. This young lady was 14. Elijah Heady was 17. Other indigenous people barely made it to 21. Some of the ladies that are still missing in landfills in Canada. And you want to come on my comments with this because you couldn't find a real native. You decided to go after a half-breed and put this shit here. This shit right here. You're a piece of fucking shit. You, your mama, and everybody connected to you are a piece of fucking shit. I said what the fuck I said. Your whole goddamn family is a piece of shit. And may God have mercy on you when karma comes back to calling. MMIW started off because women were missing in the indigenous community. It upgraded to MMIW and G. That means missing and murdered indigenous women and girls. And then it updated again because Frank Young, a little 6-year-old kid, was unalived. So it went to MMIW, G, and B. And then a 2-spirit person went missing. So it upgraded again to MMIW, G, B, and 2 spirits. And then it migrated and upgraded to MMIP, which covers every gender and every diaspora of missing and murdered indigenous people. You are a piece of human walking filth and shit and puke. And sooner or later, all of y'all who do this, karma will come a-knocking. Because God forbid that somebody in your family is unalived. God forbid that somebody in your family is missing and you don't get to see their smiling face no more. You don't get to hear them when they come to your house. You don't get to see them. You don't get to touch them. You don't get to talk to them. And you live in the dread of what could I have done better to keep my fucking family members alive. No, you don't give a fuck, right? Theodoros, you'd like Lion-O of the Thundercats? Thunder, your mama sucks balls. It's probably your daddy's balls, and they probably smell just like thunder. But here's the problem with this right here. You ain't the first one. You won't be the last. But I hope you get this message, because you are a human piece of fucking filth. Maybe you ought to do some research on residential schools, because this app stopped letting people post it. The last number was at 14,000 exact. And that was 3 fucking years ago. And this app stopped letting it be posted. Not too long ago, in every province, there was a native in the First Nations that was fucking wounded by a cowardly ass cop. Before that, Elijah Heedy was unalived by a cowardly ass cop. They just started healing for Emily Pike. And I go to check out a comment that somebody liked. And it was you. And you return with this piece of filth ass message. Theodoros, I don't personally know you. But just like the other people who keep coming at me with this bullshit, you are a piece of fucking filth. I'm not going to wish anything bad on you, but I am going to pray that nothing ever happens to somebody that you give a fuck about. And you start with the movement, and you stick with that movement with this red shirt, red dress, orange shirt, all these fucking movements for missing and murdered indigenous people. And you and Cult Data can suck the horn of my motherfucking buffalo. You can also suck on the other end of a fucking tomahawk. The blade side. It would be no less than what you fucking deserve. This is not a religious practice. It is not a cult. It is indigenous people who are missing their sisters, their brothers, their two-spirit siblings, and everything under the motherfucking sun. That people who look like you, non-indigenous people, turn a blind eye on every fucking day. Men, women, children, and two-spirits go missing. Emily Pike was missing and dead for damn near 14 days before it even reached the fucking news by accident. And what did your bitch ass do? Oh, you come up here. Pipelines are going through Native American lines. And what do? You come up here. People are being shot by cowardly cops while they are unarmed because they are Native. Simply for being Native, they are shot by RCMP, and they're shot down here in America too. And in some cases, some of us are being deported because they think we're not the right natives. And FYI, for anybody who took that the wrong way, Mexicans are also Native Americans, and they were Native before the fucking government took and started putting fucking borders around here. But this piece of human filth right here don't give a damn about anybody. Anybody. Him and his 6 other fucking comrades, and one of them's a woman. Unfortunately, she's a black woman, so this makes her a bitch. Anyway, I said what the fuck I said. That bitch and this bitch and every other bitch that keeps showing up in my comments with this shit right here, fuck y'all. And may God have mercy on your soul when it's one of your family. But you won't have an MMIW, an MMIG, an MMIB, an MMIWGB, and two spirits to help your ass. Oh, I forgot. You're European, right? So the cops will look for your family member before they look for one of ours. Emily Pike is living proof of that. And your little comment here is living proof that you aren't even a fucking human being. You are the scum of the earth. You are a piece of shit. And I don't know how you live with yourself every fucking day to come in some other comment and some other video with this bullshit that had nothing to do with Native issues. You want a piece of me, you come in one of my videos that deals with Native shit, fighting Pretendians or fighting Trump's bitch ass. Don't go to some video that I follow for an innocent person to do this shit. Face me like a man, you coward. Oh, I forgot. Natives didn't give up. Y'all had to sign treaties which your kind still breaks to this fucking day. Rather it be the First Nations in Canada, the United States of America, Mexico, or South America, your kind don't keep the fucking treaties. You don't honor shit. And you are a piece of shit.